Well, thank you, and it's exciting to be here. We only have 3 minutes together, so what do you do in 3 minutes?
So I want to know that you are seen, and I want to give you an opportunity to see me. I'm going to talk about my fourth role in life, but since we want to get to know each other, I will talk to you about my first. I always wondered how this AV was going to work. It's been such a journey with AV. I love this event so much. I'm telling Vince that I'm coming to his next events for sure, and I'm sponsoring the AV at the next event.
I'm pumped about it. I am here because of
Brian and Nicole Slade, who presented yesterday. So first, Nicole and Brian, thank you so much for making the recommendation. And isn't it nice to trust people so much? But if they say go, you say, I'll go. I'll book the ticket and you go. So thank you for being those 10 people. I have many roles in life. I'm here to talk to you about my fourth and fifth role in life. But let me talk to you about my first three first. My first is as a disciple of Jesus Christ. I stand for him and I serve him every day. My second one is to be a spouse to my amazing wife, Marie. I really believe that she is an angel sent by my Savior to me to make sure that I have a chance to return to live with him. And I'll live the rest of my life being worthy of that gift. My third role is that of father to 4 children. And that has been absolutely amazing to me because I've learned that my kids are so amazing that my role is to provide a foundation for them and then to get out of their way so they can shine. And I've learned that that is true for many of the people that I lead. And I didn't know that until I led people that I love as much as my kids. My fourth role is the one that's pertinent to you guys today. I am a commercial real estate developer, and as I'm also an investor. So as I was preparing, I'm like, well, wait a sec. What I could do is I could pitch like I'd like to be pitched. So let me share with you. 1, I'd like to tell you about what we're doing. 2, I'd like to tell you about the market that we're living in. And then 3, I'd like to have a conversation about some things that you could do if you're interested in our market. Would that make sense? Is that helpful to everybody? Good. Let me tell you about who we are. We are Talos Holdings. We've been around for 40 years. We've built 7,500 multifamily apartment complexes in 31 projects, and we've averaged an IRR of 31% in our projects over the last 40 years. If you know anything about multifamily, you'll know that's a little high. And you'll say, can you give me the secret sauce? I usually don't, but we're amongst friends. So hear me well. Let me tell you the secret sauce. We do not build apartment complexes. We are in the business of building communities. We are the only multifamily developer that we know of that offers training and coaching to our amenities, to our residents as amenity on site. What does that mean? That means that when you sign one of our leases, we give you a blank check. And our question is, what life goal do you want to accomplish that we can help you with this year? And then we have coaches that live on sites that coach our residents. Since we have coaches that live on site that coach our residents, we put them to work. Those very same coaches are the ones that run our Wednesday events, our Friday events, and our Saturday events. Our events are not about taking pictures for TikTok, about promoting our property. Our events are about moving the life of our residents to a different purpose. I believe that people live at about 30% of their potential, myself included. And if I am hosting 7,500 families in my properties, it is my responsibility to help them move forward. What we have found out, now you can't applaud, I've only got 3 minutes. What we have found out is that service is service and it gets reciprocated. Nationwide retention rates for multifamily is 18 to 22%. We run in the 50s. Why? Because the number one enemy to Class A multifamily is the next Class A multifamily. I'm opening up in Mesa, Arizona, 355 units. I'm getting my CO in November, next month. I've been building that property for 5 years. When I built that property, it's called the one because our residents are the one. So 5 years before that property comes out of the ground, I am working for the one who's my resident. I come up with red light therapy. I come up with cold plunges. I come up with flex office space. I come up with off-grid power. I come up with ability to run a data center on site. I was 5 years ago. But there's a guy starting today who's going to open up a multifamily in 5 years from now. He's going to outperform me. He's going to have better amenities. When he opens up, he's going to be offering 8 weeks free. He's going to lure my residents to go live with them. If my residents are living in my property because of my cold plunge and because of my red light therapy, I will lose them.
if I've created a community for them where they are living and getting to know each other and we have a community, they will not leave.
Serving our residents is good practice. Let me just share with you real quick what's going on in the multifamily industry because it's very well misunderstood. Right now in multifamily, it is the best time to enter multifamily. We have, over the last 2 years, had more units come on stream than any other point in the history of multifamily. In the first 2 quarters of 2025, what happened? Interest rates went up. We have the least amount of supply coming on stream than we've ever had before. And that's not because we don't have a need. That's not because we don't have jobs. That's not because we don't have markets that are growing and need more residents. That's because interest rates are high and no one wants to build because it doesn't make any money. So we need more multifamily now than we've ever had before. Number 2, we have a lot of colleagues and friends that built in 22, 23 like we did, but they're not in the business of building community. They're in the business of building apartment complexes. So they got ahead of themselves. They anticipated that rents would increase by 2 and 3% a year, that interest rates would stay low, and they promoted the heck out of their properties to get equity to come in so that they can make a development fee. I don't make a development fee. I am evenly yoked with my investors. We make money when our investors make money. So when we built our properties in the last 2 or 3 years, we accounted for the current market conditions. Some of my colleagues did not. I have been doing business for 40 years with construction lenders. Those very construction lenders right now are calling me and saying, Jacques, you know what? You're in the business of taking entitlement risks, in taking construction risks, in taking lease-up risks, and right now you don't need to. We have a portfolio of properties that are over their seas, that are out of debt service, and we're going to foreclose on them. And we'd like you to buy that asset that is currently at 85% of lease-up at a 20% discount with no lease-up risk, no entitlements, and we'd like you to sip in. And I'd like to think that the reason they're doing that is because we have a relationship, but I'm not that stupid. The reason that they're doing that is because if I buy it from them, they know that I like them enough that they're going to retain the loan. And if I don't, they're going to sell it on the market and they're going to lose the asset and they're going to lose the loan. My time is over. Here's what I want to say. We love building communities. If you have a passion or desire to play in the multifamily space and would like to work with someone who has 40 years of experience in doing ground up, historic renovations, rehabs, that has a common desire to serve people, give us a call. We're here to serve. Thank you.
Talos Holdings. Better life. Better living.